the idea of enhancing the background check process for buyers younger than 21. Is that something you would support at the state level?
You know, the whole gun problem is rightfully at the top of everyone's agenda right now. You know, my heart and prayer goes out to the victims of these recent shootings. You know, I was a young man, joined the Army when I was 20 years old, 21 years old, after I graduated from college. And I was sworn in as an officer in the infantry in the United States Army. We had ARs back then. Why did we not have the problems back then that we have today? It's not the guns, it's a cultural problem today. And a lot of it is a byproduct of the whole defund the police movement, where cops became bad guys. We have a societal problem. That's what needs to get fixed. No gun has ever jumped up and shot anybody on its own.
So you're saying the defund the police messaging is the reason there were mass shootings in places like Uvalde?
No, you're making a big leap there. What I said is the defund the police movement led to a cultural shift here in Wisconsin and in America, where people lost respect for law enforcement and bad guys decided that I can do what I want and I can get away with this stuff.
Just to be clear though, Tim, there were mass shootings happening in this country long before anyone was saying defund the police.
Well, there's been a huge surge lately. There's no doubt about that.
What about preventing mass shootings? Again, going back to the question of enhanced background checks, especially for buyers under 21.
Yeah, so we have a societal problem. You know, if I remember correctly, a lot of these mass shooters were online and they were talking about the things that they were going to do, or perhaps there were some cries for help there. I think all of us need to understand that it's a different era now. And if we read anything like that online, we need to alert law enforcement immediately.
Just to get a clear yes or no answer on the enhanced background checks for those under 21, would you support that?
Yeah, you know, great question. So here's what I do as a businessman, as a leader that has over 8,000 employees. I put all the people in a room together that have the best information that we can get. We sit down and we talk about it. And I don't have that answer today, but I will sit down with everybody that has an interest in this, from law enforcement leaders, school leaders, whomever it can. And I will listen to everybody and we will decide what we want to do. But I am a supporter of the Second Amendment.